Hey, Mike from Dunks Performance. We're chatting about GMC's AT4 lineup that covers the Canyon and then the Sierra line, 1500, 2500, 3500 HD. We've been seeing these trucks for a while. They keep getting better. They, I'd have to go back and see what year it was, but recently released the AT4X. And then what excited us is the AT4X AEV Edition. And we have sold AEV over the years, you know, heavily influenced the Jeep market. And then branched out into GMC. Their AEV package takes the AT4 platform, it'd be the top level, and then so it's supported from the factory on the factory level with a winch ready bumper. I believe it's a come up style and winch. It's part numbered through GM AEV, and it goes in that bumper. I don't think you can get that from the factory, but the bumper houses it. And then you got the Salta style wheels right from the factory, AEV lettered all over it. Logos in the in the seats. They have a rear steel bumper. So, and then if you go to AEV's website or catalog, then they have some accessories for that truck, specifically for the AEV edition. And that's where we come in. They have a tire clearance kit. I believe you can get a 37 with at the factory AEV lift height. We've done a couple of those kits on the HD platform, and then we just did one on the 1500 platform. The one on the 1500 platform is a lot more involved. There is a bed spacer. It's kind of wild to put literally a body spacer on the bed only, but that helps them get some more clearance on the rear tires. And then they have the trimming and the panel pieces for the front. Very factory looking, wild to put that size tire with very minimal lift, no rubbing. Yeah, very, very cool that AEV and GMC partnered together. Let's talk about the shocks that come on the AT4X and AEV. So they're basically a supercar shock, very technologically advanced. People probably spent a ton of money on that shock, so to pull that shock off from the factory and do a delete and put, whatever Foxes or Kings on or whatever would be doing, in my opinion, a disservice. But DSSV stands for dynamic suspension spool valve, and so instead of using traditional shock shims, using a highly engineered machine spool valve, and then they can activate those spool valves as needed or as the demand of the shock goes up. So super cool technology. Subjects that we hear from time to time is that the GMC AT4 platform has a better turning radius than its Chevy counterpart. Yeah, I don't get that one. Exact same mechanical dimensions We could have a situation where maybe one trim package at a little bit different wheelbase. I know that if you're looking at, I think they call it a curb to curb measurement, which would include like if you were turning into like miss a building, the profile of the AT4 bumpers maybe slightly shorter, giving it like a couple centimeters additional clearance. I don't know. I call BS on that one. I'm sure some AT4X AEV expert will tell me I'm full of it, but yeah, I don't think they turn any different. I googled it. Google doesn't think they turn any different, but who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. But we're still talking trim packages mechanically, other than shocks, a little bit of ride height variation. Steering's the same, at least in my knowledge. We're all a little shocked when we pulled out body spacers to go into the bed to gain, it wasn't much, half-inch, 3/4, 3/8, something. Well, it wasn't a ton, but gave a little bit additional bed fender well clearance for a bigger tire. About the TJ, and one of the first modifications we did on that, we did a body mount, and I think I said that that is one of the only, if not the only, vehicle that I would endorse our shop putting a body lift on. Well, we've come full circle, and AEV, I guess, has shown me that it makes sense on the 1500 AT4X AEV package to get that bigger tire on there for you. So talking about the AEV Salta wheels paired with the 35-inch tall tire, the Salta wheel, the offset is dialed. It's a great looking wheel. It's a high quality OEM quality wheel, and it makes the AT4X AEV look package. I mean, that's the, put the period on it, and you know, to change that is the change the personality of the package, of the build. And like I said, I mean, you have, you know, the offset's been optimized. Yeah, great look. I like the, especially on the 37s, I like, you know, you get a lot of sidewall, and it's going to help with ride, rotation, off-road handling. Yeah, it's a great looking wheel. AEV nailed it, and I'm a fan.